He didn't have any ladders to rescue him with. So he went to the storehouse, gathered some rags, some worn out clothes, and let it down to Jeremiah in the cistern by ropes, and told the prophet to put the rags under his armpits, between his body and the ropes, and then lifted him out of the mud with rags and ropes. And so my final point before I close is that God can lift you with just rags and ropes. Would you tell your neighbor, God can lift you with rags and ropes? What's significant about rags and ropes is that the rags and ropes were what were available to Ebed-Melech. And I came by here to tell somebody that God can make sufficient whatever you have that's available to him. Bless his name. Oh Lord. And we know how to do that, don't we? While other folk were eating the ham and were eating high off the hog, your grandma and them took the rags and ropes. They took the feet and the ears and the tail and the chitterlings. Y'all ain't gonna help me in here. They took the rags and the ropes. Some of us made it through school on rags and ropes. You heard in my bio, it was magna cum laude, but some of us didn't do magna cum laude. We just did thank you laude, because we made it through on rags and ropes. Many days we just made it through on rags and ropes. And I came here today to tell you that that's what we have. We got a rag and a rope religion. We're not saved by some great liturgical act, by some marvelous intellectual theory, but by a carpenter's son who spent his life and his ministry with folk that were down in the mud. He hung out with stinky fishermen, with Galileans in the sod business who were his disciples. They were muddy people, bless his name, but they made it on rags and ropes. He hung out with lepers and prostitutes and had a dying thief on the cross next to him. But one day on a hill, Lord, I feel a preacher here, that was called Calvary. He bore rag and rope, rugged cross, and died for my sins. I heard the songwriter say, on a hill far away stood an old rugged cross, an emblem of suffering and shame. And I love that old cross, where the dearest and the best for a world of lost sinners was slain. My sisters and my brothers, David didn't need something great against Goliath. He just had a slingshot, rags and ropes. Samson didn't need something great against the Philistines. He just had the jawbone of a donkey. Rags and ropes. Moses didn't need something sophisticated at the Red Sea. He had an old shepherd's staff. Rags and ropes. The widow didn't need an EBT card to go shopping in the midst of the famine. She had a little meal and a cruise of oil. Tell somebody, rags and ropes. The schoolboy didn't need a lot of food to help Jesus feed the multitude. He had 2 fish and 5 biscuits, rags and ropes. I came to tell you, whatever you got, whatever you have, put it in the Lord's hand. God will take your rags, God will take your ropes and lift you. Lift you out the mud, lift you out your situation. So when you see me praise him, don't call me emotional. Understand, I've been lifted with rags and ropes. Yeah.